Come closer, adventurers! In a forest filled with big ideas, a boastful man and a clever lion are about to have a roaring debate. Whose side are you on? Discover a surprising truth in The Lion, the Man, and the Statue.
Once upon a time, a cheerful man and a majestic lion found themselves walking together through a sun-dappled forest. The trees whispered secrets as they strolled, and the air was filled with the sweet scent of wildflowers. The man, with his bright green tunic, smiled at the lion, who had a flowing golden mane. They decided to keep company on their journey, enjoying the peaceful morning. Soon, friendly chatter turned into a playful debate as they walked deeper into the woods. As they continued their journey, a lively discussion began between them. The man, feeling very proud, boasted about human cleverness and strength. He gestured with his hands, explaining all the amazing things people could build and think. The lion, with a confident rumble, insisted that no creature on earth could match the fierce power of a lion. He pointed out his sharp claws and mighty roar, sure of his own strength. Their friendly debate grew more animated with each step. Suddenly, the forest canopy opened up, and they stepped into a peaceful sunlit clearing. In the very center of this open space stood something quite remarkable. It was a grand statue carved from smooth, pale stone, catching the morning light beautifully. The man gasped softly, recognizing the powerful figure instantly. The statue depicted a legendary hero, Heracles, engaged in a dramatic struggle. It showed him heroically pulling apart the jaws of a fearsome Nemean lion. The man's eyes twinkled with pride as he gazed at the impressive sculpture. "See there, my friend," he exclaimed to the lion, his voice full of triumph. "This proves just how powerful and strong humans truly are. Even the mightiest king of beasts, like that sculpted lion, is no match for our strength. Our hands can mold and tame even the wild imagination into solid stone, showing everyone our dominance." The proud lion listened carefully to the man's words, a thoughtful expression on his noble face. He took a slow, deliberate walk around the impressive stone statue. His amber eyes carefully examined every detail, from the strong human figure to the struggling stone lion. A moment of quiet reflection passed in the peaceful clearing. The powerful creature considered the man's boast with a slight twitch of his whiskers. Suddenly, the lion let out a deep, rumbling chuckle that echoed softly through the clearing. "Ho, ho, ho," he laughed, shaking his magnificent golden-brown mane playfully. "My dear friend, that is a very interesting piece of art indeed." He then tilted his head, his amber eyes sparkling with a mischievous glint. "But remember," the lion said, his voice deep and calm, "it was a man who created that statue. It would certainly be a completely different story if a lion had been the one to carve it." The man paused, his triumphant smile slowly fading as the lion's words sank in. He looked from the smiling lion back to the heroic statue. A new thought began to bubble in his mind, changing his perspective. He realized the truth in the lion's playful observation. The man understood that the way a story is told or a scene is depicted often depends on who is telling it. A soft breeze rustled the leaves of the trees as both the man and the lion stood quietly in the clearing. The warm sunlight painted their faces with a golden glow. They both understood something important that day. The stories we hear and pictures we see are usually from one side. What seemed like a clear victory for humans in stone could be seen entirely differently by a lion. This new understanding settled gently between them. The man and the lion exchanged a knowing glance, a shared wisdom now sparkling in their eyes. They realized that strength and cleverness could be seen in many ways. Every creature has its own unique view of the world and its own special talents. It really depends on who is telling the tale, doesn't it? A smile spread across the man's face, and the lion gave a soft nod of agreement. So I. What did our man and lion friends learn that day in the forest? They learned a very important lesson about seeing things from another's point of view. It reminds us that everyone has their own perspective, and what looks one way to us might look completely different to someone else. Always try to imagine how others might see the world, because understanding different viewpoints makes us all wiser and kinder friends.
Ever dreamed of being the hero? Now you get to be the star. Your adventure starts at TalesMio. Visit talesmio.com